So, funny. Here we are. All right, surface area. Okay, yesterday we cut this out, right? It was a different sheet of paper. So we're gonna be on, they're not numbered, so let's go to this page, which is behind that one. You already said that more than once. It's kind of weird. All right. Is that better, Jordan? Yeah. Okay. All right. Surface area of a rectangular prism. So here's my little tiny rectangular prism there, right? How many sides does a rectangular prism have? 6 sides. Very good. So the first part is the area of the front of the box. So the front of the box, I'm going to use my highlighter to highlight. This is the front. What are the 2 numbers that represent the front side? 4. Yep. So we're going to write that down. The hardest part is figuring out the numbers. So the front is 10 times 4. 10 times 4. 10 and then 4. You're learning how to do this today so that you can do the 400-point assignment in about 10 minutes. Okay, what's 10 times 4? 40 meters squared. Now, yesterday I had my my Kleenex box as an example, right? And we said if the front side is 40, then the back side is 40. Do we need any work? No, because they're equal. So if the front is 40, then the back is also 40 meters squared because it's the exact same thing. Okay. Left side, right side. Does it matter which one I use? No, you can do the left, you can do the right. So I'm going to color that over here blue. So here is my blue rectangle over there. Now the hardest part, like I said, the hardest part is figuring out the numbers. What numbers make up this blue rectangle? Yep. So this number is 5, right? But I need 2 numbers. There is no other number around, so you have to kind of like a puzzle or a video game. You know, you don't see what's behind that wall, but you can imagine and see it in a video game, what's behind the wall. So what is the measurement of this line going straight up? 4. So it would be this 4 would go here, right? That's the hardest part for kids. It's like, what numbers do I use? So the left side is 5 times 4, right? So we write that down. What is 5 times 4? 20 meters squared. So if the left side is 20, then the right side is 20 meters squared. Because those are the same. Now the last part, which I'm going to do in red, is the bottom. So this is the bottom. That's the bottom in red. It's like lava. Okay, what are the 2 numbers for the bottom?
5 and 10.
So this number is 10, and this number going back is 5. So the bottom is 10 times 5. What is 10 times 5? 50 meters squared. So if the bottom is 50, then the top is also 50 meters squared. Okay. Now before we add, I'm going to show you like a little trick. Do you see the 3 numbers that they gave us?
Yeah.
5, 4, and 10? Yeah. You have to pair them together. So you have to make sure that everyone got to play like Fortnite together. So the 5 on with day 1 played with the 10, right? They teamed up. Then on the next day, the 5 played with who?
4.
The 4. Now on the 3rd day, who were the last 2 who had to play together?
10 with
4 and the 10. So you have to make sure on your work, everyone's playing together Okay? So if you're like, oh, I forgot to make the 10 and the 4 play together, that's the side that you're missing. So when you're doing the work for the 400 points, you're like, Miss Amelia, I don't know which two numbers to use. Figure out, okay, which two numbers haven't played video games after school together. Oh, that's who you're missing. I don't know. You know, whatever makes sense to you. But, yeah. All right, so now this is the part that kids messed up a lot. The addition. You can use a calculator. I don't know. 40 plus 40, so add this and this. And then 20 and 20. And then 50 and 50. So you're adding all of these up. We're not coloring or shading anymore. That was before. 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. However you add them, add them. You have to add them. It is terrible that you cannot add. Don't look at my work and just you add. You add. Okay, what's the surface area total? 220 meters squared. 220 meters squared. We're good? All right. Is it a lot of work? Yes. Is it hard work? No. All right, let's do the next one. Okay. Here's our new example. Now the first one is the front, right? So the front, I'm going to highlight the front of the box. What are the two numbers that make up that front rectangle? So 6, I agree. Now you're looking for the number that goes this way, up. Which is the number that goes up? 4. Very good. So it's 6 times 4. The 3 goes back. If you trace it, if you trace the 3, ain't nowhere near the 6. Okay, what's 6 times 4? 24 centimeters squared. So if the front is 24, then the back is 24 centimeters squared. All right, the left and the right side. I'm going to do the right side. So this box right here. What are my two numbers? 3 and 4. So that's technically the right side. So 3 times 4. What is 3 times 4? 12 centimeters squared, right? So if the right side is 12, then the left side is 12 centimeters squared. So how do we get 12? We take these two numbers and you multiply it. These two numbers and you multiply it. Now the top and bottom is this part right here in green, right? What are the two numbers that make up the bottom rectangle? 6 and 3. What's 6 times 3? 18 centimeters squared. 18 centimeters squared. Now, before we add, did everybody get a combo? So the three numbers were 4, 3, and 6. Did we pair everybody up to play the video game? Yeah, we got 6 and 4, 3 and 4, right? And now who's left over? 6 and 3. So if everybody got to play with each other, you did a good job in pairing them up. Okay, now add. You can use a calculator. That's what I keep hearing, Jaden.
Oh, this is the one we're going to do?
This is the math you're going to do to earn 400 points.
Do we have to show the adding? Wait.
Is it 108?
Yes. Do we all agree with 108?
Yeah.
What was the number one mistake I saw second period? The addition. They would skip a number, type it in wrong. So be careful on the addition. They would have all of this right. The addition would be wrong. Okay, now.
Wait, for adding, we can use the calculator?
but the kids would add it incorrectly. Like they would type it in wrong. Some of the calculators you guys use online, I like, because what's a calculator that keeps all the numbers on your screen? Desmos? I like that one because the mistake, when you made a mistake, Miss O'Malley, I got 500, but you said the answer was 540. And it's like, oh, let me see your calculator. And then I'm like, oh, look at what you typed. You typed in 100, and it should have been 200. So I really like that calculator on Desmos, you're saying? Because it keeps all your numbers there. So, I don't know. I liked it.
It's an app that's already on my iPad.
It's an app that's already on your iPad. Oh, okay.
This one, right?
¿Dónde está period 3 notebook? Yeah. Where's your notebook? Shoot, where's your notebook going? Why is my mom calling me? Hold on, my mom never called. Okay, let's go back. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So this page, 400 points.
Only 400?
Only.
We have 600 right now.
Okay. Tomorrow, because Dylan's not going to be here, it's going to be worth like 800 or 600. Who's not going to be here tomorrow? Oh, then we'll make it 3,000 then.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there like a limit to how many points you guys should put? No? Oh.
So you can put infinite? Like, infinite.
Okay. Here's what I want. Listen. Honestly, I don't want a picture of this page. Don't want a picture of this. What do you think I'm going to grade for 400 points? The work. There's no way you can fit work in here. I don't want to even see this page. I want to see this page. Okay.
I don't have any more page in my notebook.
Okay. So, number 1. You can abbreviate it. What do you think F and B stands for?
Fortnite, Battle Pass.
Front and back. Thank you. Wow, I was kind of getting scared, Sophia. Thank you. Front and back. Equals. Front, back. Then what's next? Left, right. And then
Back, front.
top, bottom. Now, can you do the bottom first and then the top? Yeah, right? So remember that these two go together and these two go together, right? So this is the work I want to see. You're going to tell me, Miss O'Malley, for the front side of my number 1, what are my 2 numbers that I get to multiply for number 1? 13 and 3. So on your work, what do I want to see? 13 times 3. And then use a calculator if you need to. Inches squared. Okay. Good?
Is that 13 times?
Correct.
Why are you talking like that? 39.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to use your notebook to show work. So number 1, do all the work. Then number 2, do all the work. We're going to do 1 through 5.
Do we need to put
You should make it 1,000. Actually, you should make it 100.
Tomorrow. When Dylan's not here, remember? We gotta wait.
Do I need to include the answer here? Or do I just show you a picture of this?
Field trip. Well,